We welcome you to the Kia Center here in Orlando, Florida. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. I welcome you back to my NBA2K26 proudly presents another exciting edition of my 2025-2026 season playthrough. It is Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals featuring the Milwaukee Bucks and the Orlando Magic as we look at the starting lineups for the Bucks led by Antetokounmpo. As you can see here, we got Anthony, Prince, Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Turner. Same starting lineups as game number 4. And then we have a little bit of change here for the Magic. Suggs and Bane still at shooting guards, but Franz Wagner's back in the lineup after missing the first 3 games with injury. Boncaro at power forward and Wendell Carter Jr. at center. The road team has won every game to this point, with Orlando taking games 1 and 2, but then the Bucks took game 3 as they win the opening tip. Antetokounmpo feeds it back over to Taurean Prince. Still holding on to that one right now. 10 on the shot clock. Miles Turner back over to Anthony. Cole Anthony, he'll shoot from just outside. That's no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. As we look at it for Franz Wagner, and that is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. He had 13 of those actually in game 3. Miles Turner coming down with the bucket, and it's the first 2 points of the game goes to the Milwaukee Bucks. So 40 seconds into the game here, we have Miles Turner averaging 19.3 points in the 3 games against the Orlando Magic that he played against. 10 on the shot clock. Desmond Bane, he'll put up the 3. That is no good. Cole Anthony with the rebound. Kuzma feeds it back over to Cole Anthony, back over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Franz Wagner coming down with the rebound. Wagner feeds it back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Giannis coming down with the rebound. Gives it back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it back over to Miles Turner. He's inside the paint right now. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. 10 on the shot clock. Anthony, he'll shoot from inside. Off the back iron. No good. Wendell Carter Jr. with the rebound. Franz Wagner probably could use his presence right now. Boncaro will put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo down with the rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo still coming around right there. He's going to get the slam dunk, his first points of the game. And it's 4-0 already. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo averaging 42 points, astounding 42 points and 18.3 rebounds here in the conference finals. Boncaro for 3, and the Magic are on the board. Got Brian Anderson, Grant Hill, and Clark Kellogg on the call. If this was the game commentary, I see Antetokounmpo. Got 8 on the shot clock, 2.5 minutes into the game here. 4-3, Milwaukee on top. Giannis feeds it back over, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that is still Milwaukee ball. Good news, but the bad news, 1.7 left on the shot clock here. So we look at Miles Turner field goal percentage this season, about 72%. Bane had 38 points in that game 3 loss. There's Cole Anthony from the logo. That's no good. Franz Wagner coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs, over to Wendell Carter Jr. with the bucket. That's good. And Orlando on top for the first time in this game, 5-4. Cole Anthony coming around, and he almost shot it for a second, but he back to Antetokounmpo. He'll put the bucket up. That's good. Cole Anthony gets the assist there, and Milwaukee on top once again. Moves it back over to Boncaro. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Orlando back on top. That's their largest lead at 2. Milwaukee had a 4-point lead, scored the game's first 4 points. It's been an 8-2 run since then for the Orlando Magic. Cole Anthony feeding it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, driving through right there with a slam dunk. That's 6 for him. That dunk is worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Woo! A lot to say there. Suggs crossing the half-court line right now. So we got 18 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Wendell Carter Jr. Carter Jr. back over to Boncaro. Boncaro, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. It's crossing the half-court line right now. We are tied at 8 here. Just over 4 minutes into the first quarter. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Orlando leading the series 2-0. He's it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Got 3 on the shot clock. Kuzma, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Turner gets the offensive rebound and the put in. Milwaukee on top again. It's 10-8. Suggs crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Wendell Carter Jr., who goes inside. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Steps outside. Banchero inside again. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. will put the bucket in. We are tied at 10. Seems like the power forward and the centers have been scoring for both teams, as Antetokounmpo and Turner are combined for the 10 points for Milwaukee right now. And Banchero and Wendell Carter Jr. combined for their 10 points. Antetokounmpo feeds it over to Turner, and Turner with the slam dunk as we have our first timeout called of the game. Turner's averaging 12.3 points a game in this playoffs. We're going to take one. Coming out of the timeout here. We have a change for Orlando right now. Anthony Black checks into the game for Jalen Suggs. And that is the only lineup change right now. You see Banchero crossing the half-court line. 12-10 Milwaukee on top. As I said before, timeout. Miles Turner only averaging 12.3 points a game. He's at 6 already. Franz Wagner hits shots no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo coming around with the slam dunk. That's 8 for him. And the lead is 14-10 Milwaukee. 15 on the shot clock for the Magic. Here's we're approaching the halfway point of the first quarter. Banchero, that shot is up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Leads it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll drive it. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Anthony Black coming down with the rebound. Franz Wagner looking to get his first points of this conference finals. His first game back after being out with injury. Got injured in the middle of Game 7. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. Turner coming down with the rebound. Over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Kuzma. Kuzma over to Antetokounmpo. 15 on the shot clock. Holding on to this one right now. 10 on the shot clock now. Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to drive it. He'll pass it back over to Cole Anthony. 3 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's off the back iron. Wendell Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Paolo Banchero with it across to the half-court line. 5 minutes to play here in the first. 15 on the shot clock. Anthony Black feeds it over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Desmond Bane's first points of the game. He had 38 points in the loss. Unfortunately for him, he had 36 of those in the first 3 quarters. As the Milwaukee Bucks actually caught fire and the Magic went cold after the last 4 minutes of the third quarter on. As Giannis with the bucket. That's 10 for him already. We have another timeout called. 4:28 to play in the first. We're going to take a timeout. 3-point lead for Milwaukee. Coming out of timeout here under 4.5 to play in the first. Tyus Jones checks into the game for small forward. Anthony Black moves to small forward, I should say. Franz Wagner, I think, is going to take a seat. Tyus Jones with it right now. Feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Just hit a 3-pointer earlier. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. Kuzma with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bane only 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting and 1 assist. Antetokounmpo with 10 on the shot clock. 4 minutes to play here in the first. Giannis with the slam dunk. That's 12 for him. And the lead is up to 5. That's their largest lead of the game. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Black feeds it over to Banchero. Banchero trying to come around. He'll try to drive it. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. Giannis coming down with the rebound. He has it right there. 11-6 Milwaukee out rebounding the Orlando Magic right now. Kuzma will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's the first points other than Giannis or Miles Turner. And the lead is up to 8. Speaking of rebounds, we saw that Milwaukee had 52 rebounds to 42 for Milwaukee. Carter Jr. feeds it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll put the shot up. That is off the back iron. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 21-13, Milwaukee on top. Here in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals here. The Magic leading the series 2-1. Carter Jr. gets the rebound there. Anthony Black still holding on to it, feeding it over to Banchero. Banchero feeding it over to Carter Jr. He'll get the slam dunk. That is well needed there for the Magic. That put an end to that 7-0 run there. Giannis Antetokounmpo still coming around. He'll drive it. He'll put the shot up. That's good. That's 14 for him. 14 already. He had 51 points in Game 2. In the Game 3 victory, I should say. 51 points, 13 rebounds. As I said, he's averaging an astounding 42 points a game so far in the first 3 games. Banchero with a bucket. That's 8 for him. Banchero averaging 19.7 points a game in these conference finals, and we will have another timeout called. Timeout for Milwaukee, 1:50 to play in the first. 23-17, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of timeout here, 1:50 to play in the first. Let's look at the lineup changes here. We got Rollins, Porter Jr., Trent Jr., Portis Jr. with Giannis staying out on the court. And for the Orlando Magic, we have Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Wagner, I think Franz Wagner back out on the court. Same with his brother Mo Wagner. And then who else is out there right now? Bidaze. And Giannis is going to get an and one opportunity with Mo Wagner being called for his foul. First personal foul against Mo Wagner. Giannis at 17 points already. I think Bidaze is also out on the court for the Magic here. Look at the points in the paint. 22 already. 11 points off of assist. Giannis will sink the second one. We see here Franz Wagner with it. Still holding on to that one right now. 10 on the shot clock here. About a minute and a half to play here. Anthony Black with the now. 6 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That's off the back iron. No good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Rollins has it. Oh, that's a miss right there. That's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Orlando ball. Let's look at the rebounds a game for the playoffs. Giannis with 14.2 rebounds on average during the play here in the postseason here. Substitution out on the court as Tyler Smith will check into the game for the first time. Giannis is going to get a breather. We see Tyus Jones right now holding on to that one. Right now feeds it over to Franz Wagner. Wagner, he'll put the shot up. That's not going to fall. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. It's a 9-point lead right now. Rebounds 14-7 in favor of the Milwaukee Bucks as Bobby Portis Jr. will get the slam dunk, his first points of the game. The lead up to 11 now. Tyus Jones is holding on to this one right now. At 14 on the shot clock. He's back over to Franz Wagner. Wagner coming around, feeds it over to Bidaze. Bidaze, no good. Smith coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. Trent Jr. will shoot the three. That's good. Gary Trent Jr. And the lead is up to 14 for Milwaukee here. Under 30 seconds to play here in quarter number 1 from the Kia Center in Orlando. Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. As you see, Franz Wagner, welcome back. The slam dunk, his first point since Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Portis Jr. holding on to it right now. Shot clock turned off. 8 seconds to play here in the first. 12-point lead over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. feeds it back over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the three. That is no good, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first quarter here. Milwaukee leading it 31-19. Please hit the like button, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button. We'll be back to start the second quarter right after this. Getting ready to start the second quarter here. We have Bidaze, Franz Wagner, Mo Wagner. I see Bidaze will get the slam dunk there. That's his first 2 points of the game. So look at it, 14 of 23 for the Bucks, 9 of 23 for the Orlando Magic. Rollins, and we got Portis Jr., Jericho Sims checking into the game. So it is Jones, Black, Bidaze, and the Wagner brothers. And that's an illegal screen called against Portis Jr. here. We have a Livingston checking into the game now for Sims. And there's a slam dunk right there. I believe that's Anthony Black with the bucket. And it's 31-23 right now. Feeds it over to Rollins. Rollins getting the bucket there. That's his first points of the game. As we see here, Franz Wagner coming around. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. You gotta have him come off a little bit early here. 33-26 right now. He's back over to Ryan Rollins. Rollins, 8 on the shot clock. We're still holding on to it, 5 on the shot clock here. Just about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back over to Chris Livingston. He'll shoot. That's no good. Franz Wagner coming out the rebound. Franz Wagner. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Anthony Black. Coming around, back over to Mo Wagner here. 10 on the shot clock. Wagner feeds it back over to Bidaze. He'll shoot the three. That is off the back iron. No good. Rollins coming down with the rebound. Ryan Rollins feeds it over to Porter Jr. Back to Portis Jr. 4 points for Bobby Portis Jr. And the lead is up to 9 again. They led by as many as 12. There's Bidaze with the dunk. Goga Bidaze, 4 for him in this game. Lead down to 7. Portis Jr. back over to Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. feeding it over to Ryan Rollins here. 12 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. drives it, but Bidaze is going to be called for the foul, and that's going to be 2 for Portis Jr. So Bobby Portis taking 2 shots. He'll hit the first one. So that's 5 for him. So Antetokounmpo, I know, checking back into the game. Taurean Prince also checking back into the game. Then we got Jalen Suggs will check back in the game as Anthony Black is going to go to the point guard position. Sinks them both. Lead up to 9 again. As we have a timeout called. We're going to take one as well. 9:27 to play in the second. 37-28, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of timeout here, Jamal Mosley trying to get his team motivated here. I mean, in this universe, Mosley is still the head coach. Same with Doc Rivers. This is, again, the battle of fired head coaches in real life. Though Mosley, those both went opposite directions here. As you see Mo Wagner back out on the court. Still on the court, I should say. Suggs, he'll shoot the three. That's in there. Jalen Suggs, his first 3 points of the game. And now every starter has scored for the Orlando Magic. Giannis coming around, and he picked up where he left off. That's 19 already. In 12 minutes of play here. Shooting 90% here. 3 minutes into the second quarter here. It's an 8-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks. Wagner coming around. Or that's Franz Wagner with it. He'll shoot, and I'm not sure if that's a three. That is. No, they said he was inside. That's 7 for Franz. Franz Wagner averaged 19.6 points a game, actually, during the regular season. As we got 8.5 to play until halftime. Antetokounmpo coming around with the slam dunk. That's 21 for him. And the lead is up to 8 again. I said it led by as many as 12 at one point. Or no, they led by as many as 14. Franz Wagner, he's going to step out of bounds, and that will be a Milwaukee ball. That is a careless turnover against the Magic. Desmond Bane checking back into the game for the Magic as Anthony Black going to take a seat. Jalen Suggs moves back into the point guard position. Antetokounmpo. That shot is up. That is no good. Vidaze coming down with the rebound. We got Jalen Suggs with it. Suggs feeds it back over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 6 for Desmond Bane. And the Magic within 5. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo coming around. He'll drive it. He'll put the shot up. That's good over Mo Wagner. That's 23 for him. You see, during the regular season, he averaged 26.4 points a game. He is averaging 42, as I said earlier, in these conference finals right now. Bane, he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. They need him to get going, too. Within 4 now. Gary Trent Jr. feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around. He'll drive it with the slam dunk. That's 25 for him. He's the only player in this game to even reach double figures for either team, by the way. The second most for Milwaukee. You have 2 players tied with 6. Suggs, that's no good. Desmond Bane at 9 points. He's leading the Orlando Magic. As you see, Taurean Prince, he came down with that rebound there. I said they had 52 of those in Game 2, or Game 3, I should say. Gary Trent Jr., he'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 6 for Gary Trent Jr., and the lead is up to 9. Orlando had it to within 4 at one point. Jalen Suggs, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Taurean Prince, he's holding on to it right now. 18-9. Bucks out-rebound the Magic at this point. So we're about halfway through the second quarter. There's Bobby Portis Jr. with the slam dunk. Taurean Prince will get the assist there. That's 8 for BPJ already. Mo Wagner. Needs it back over to Suggs, back over to Desmond Bane. Bane, as I said, needs to get going here. Bane, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Gary Trent Jr. coming down with the rebound. Needs it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here the defense chance right now. Antetokounmpo coming around. That's a slam dunk. That's 27 for him. Look at that. The Bucks shooting 68% to the Magic 47%. The lead is up to 13. They led by as many as 14. Vidaze. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. No points for the Magic in the last 2:20. Prince. Needs it back over to Anthony. Back over to Gary Trent Jr. Over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around with a layup. That's good. That's 29 for him. And the lead is up to 15. Their largest lead of the game. 10 assists already for the Milwaukee Bucks. See Desmond Bane, he's holding on to that one right now, and they had Desmond Bane with a bucket. That's 11 for him. 13-5 run, actually, as we have a timeout call by the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to take one as well. 4:22 to play until halftime. 54-41 Milwaukee on top. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set here. We got Anthony, Prince, Kuzma, Antetokounmpo, and Turner out on the court. And for the Orlando Magic, we have Suggs, Bane, Black, Banchero, and I think Vidaze still out there. Carter Jr. has not checked back into the game since the second quarter. Is he Turner with it right now? Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony, over to Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Vidaze coming down with the rebound. 54-41 right now. And that is stolen. Kuzma gets the steal. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo will get the slam dunk. That's 31 for him. We still have under 4 minutes to play until halftime, and the lead is back up to 15 for the Bucks. 56-41. Vidaze feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs, back over to Desmond Bane, feeds it over to Anthony Black. Black still holding on to that one right now. Black, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Under 3.5 to play until the second. 21-10. Milwaukee out rebounding the Orlando Magic. Giannis feeds it back over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Kuzma only 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting, 1 steal. Desmond Bane. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. As I said, they need him to get going. He has 14 in this game. He's back over to Taurean Prince. Holding on to that right now. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis. He's trying to drive it. Feeds it over to Miles Turner. Back over to Cole Anthony. 5 on the shot clock. Anthony. He'll get it. No, that's no good. Failed alley-oop attempt. We'll see Jalen Suggs. Feeds it back over to Banchero. Banchero still holding on to that right now. 14 on the shot clock. Bane shoots the three. That's going to drive it. 17 for him. And a lead down to 9. Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Suggs. Suggs with the slam dunk. That's an 8-0 run, and the Magic within 7. Or should I say 8-0 run. Magic within 7. Giannis coming around. Feeds it back over to Miles Turner. And Cole Anthony will shoot the three. That's in there. Cole Anthony. His first points of the game. And the lead is up to 10 again. A minute and a half to play here in the second. 59-49. Milwaukee on top. Minute 23 to play until halftime, I should say, here in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Magic leading the series 2-1. Banchero. That's 10 for him. Antetokounmpo crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, he'll give that one up, but Turner will still control that one. Almost lost it for a second. Cole Anthony shooting the three. That's in there. Back-to-back threes on back-to-back trips. And the lead is up to 11 again. Jalen Suggs feeding it over to Banchero. 15 on the shot clock over to Vidaze. He misses that layup there. That should have been 2 points for him. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis. The Greek Creek feeds it back over to Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll put the shot up. That is off the back iron. Vidaze coming down with the rebound. He missed that layup earlier. Black. Anthony Black still has it. 15 on the shot clock. Banchero will shoot the bucket. That's in there. Paulo Banchero will make that 10 for him. It's a 9-point lead. Shot clock turned off. Running it over to Giannis. Giannis coming around. Oh, he did not. Oh, he'll put the shot up anyway. Never mind. That's 33 for him, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half here. The Bucks are leading the Magic 64-53. If you like what you see, hit the like button, comment on this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And also, if you're able to support me financially and you want to donate and help me financially, there is a link to my Cash App in the description down below, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And now we're going to see this fan try to win $10,000. Chances are he won't. And as I said, there's maybe only 3 or 4 times I think we've seen that half-court shot being made. But now we're going to send you to the halftime report. Once again, Milwaukee leading it by 11. We'll see you guys in the second half. Back here in the second half, it is 64-53, Milwaukee on top. And Milwaukee is being led by this man, the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 33 points. I mean, he's already averaging 42 points a game. He had 51 points in the Game 3 victory. And if he continues this up, we're going to probably see the series tied at 2 going back to Milwaukee here. As we start the quarter, the starting lineups for both teams out to start the quarter here. As we have, let's say, Suggs, Bane, Franz Wagner, Banchero, and Carter Jr. here. There's a miss right there. As you see, Anthony, Prince, Turner, Kuzma, and Antetokounmpo for the Bucks. Coming around, feeds it back over to Giannis. Oh, he thought about putting a shot up, but he'll pass it over to Kuzma. Kuzma drains it. That's 6 for Kyle Kuzma. And the lead is up to 14. They led by as many as 15 in that first half. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Layup is good. That's 8 for Miles Turner. Taurean Prince with the assist. Giannis has 33 points, but Miles Turner and Bobby Portis Jr. are the second closest with 8 points. Banchero, he had 17, or no. No, he had 12. Make that 14 for him. You see 30 of 45 for the Bucks, 23 of 46 for the Magic. The lead down to 14. Turner feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll put the shot up. That's off the back iron. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to, he still has it, I should say. Suggs thought about going coast to coast, but he did not. Suggs feeding it over to Banchero. Banchero back over to Desmond Bane. Not on the shot clock. Bane, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. And I think that was Suggs. I think that may have gotten the bucket there. I'm not sure. 69-57 though. Still a 12-point lead for Milwaukee's. We're over 2 minutes into the third quarter. Antetokounmpo coming around with the slam dunk. That's 35 for him. That is worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Banchero feeds it back over to Franz Wagner. Wagner back over to Banchero. Banchero feeds it over to Franz Wagner. Back over to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Kuzma. Now that's a failed alley-oop attempt, but Antetokounmpo, oh, he recovered that big time. 37 for him. And that matches their largest lead at 16. 73-57. We're going to take a timeout. Orlando, 9:08 to play in the third. 73-57, Milwaukee on top. We look at the league leaders for points in the game this season, and I can tell that's probably combined because it doesn't say playoffs. That has to be combined because I know SGA led all regular season scores with 36.3. So that has to be combined. I don't get it. Should have the playoffs if that's the playoffs there. You see Franz Wagner. He's back over to Desmond Bane. See Bane feeds it over to Wendell Carter Jr. That shot is good. That is 8 for Carter Jr. now. He may have, I think, got the bucket. Oh, you see Giannis once again. That's 39 for him. 3 points off his average for the series. There's Desmond Bane for 3, and that's 20 for him. The lead down to 13. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 15 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at that. That's 41 for him. 40 of those in the paint. Lead up to 15 as we're over almost 4 minutes into the third quarter here. Back over to Banchero. Banchero, he'll shoot the bucket. That is off the back iron. Turner coming down with the rebound. Back over to Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony feeds it over to, I believe that's Prince. That's no good. Banchero with the rebound. Banchero almost went coast to coast there, and that's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be off the Magic. It is Orlando ball. Or no, Milwaukee ball, I should say. What am I talking about? I just saw the thing that said Bucks ball, but Turner will inbound it over to Cole Anthony here. Just crossing the half-court line. This game coming to you from the Kia Center here in Orlando, Florida. Game 4 Eastern Conference Finals. Milwaukee leading the 77-62, but it's Orlando with a 2-1 series lead. Suggs will get the rebound off the miss, back over to Franz Wagner. Wagner feeds it back over to Bane. Bane over to Boncaro. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Kuzma feeding over to Cole Anthony. He's going to go to the line, shooting 2. That's number 1 on Desmond Bane. Cole Anthony shooting 2 here. Look at that. 56 points in the paint, and I don't know what point/pen means, but that's 28 right there in that department. Cole Anthony will hit the first one, so the lead is up to 16 once again, matching their largest lead of the game. What are you trying to do, Kuzma? You trying to leave him hanging there? Cole Anthony, the son of former UNLV star Greg Anthony. His dad won a national championship with UNLV back in 1990 as he sinks both of them. That's 8 for him. Nobody outside of Giannis is in double figures. 3 players are at 8 right now for the Bucks. Wagner, he'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Antetokounmpo coming out with the rebound. Said Anthony, Turner, and Portis Jr. There's a 3-point right there. That's no good. Miles Turner coming out with the rebound. That's good, actually. The shot with the second chance points there, and he is the first player outside of Giannis to get double figures, and the lead is up to 19. 81-62. The 19-point lead, their largest lead of the game. Wendell Carter Jr. Oh, Turner had a piece of that. Giannis coming down with it. There's a 3. That's no good. Kuzma could have had it. Could have made it a 20-plus point game. Bane will shoot the 3. That's no good. Cole Anthony coming down with the rebound. As we are halfway through the third quarter here. Giannis coming around with a slam dunk. That's 43 for him, and the lead is up to 21. Suggs with it. We got Jalen Suggs still holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Suggs feeding it over to Bane. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. You hear the groaning coming here in Orlando. Anthony coming around with the layup. That is no good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Carter Jr. feeding it back over to Desmond Bane. Bane, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. But Paolo Banchero, oh man. That's some effort right there, even being down by 20-plus points. That's 16 for him after that slam dunk there. Under 5 to play here in the third. Kuzma feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Giannis coming around with the layup, and that is no good, but he's going to shoot 2 as Boncaro called for the foul. That's number 1 for him, as we will have a timeout called before the free throws for the Bucks. 83-64, Milwaukee on top with 4:45 to play in the third. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of timeout, let's look at the lineup set. Anthony Black coming out coming in for Jalen Suggs. As we have Giannis Antetokounmpo getting ready to shoot 2 free throws right now. Coming out of that timeout. And he'll miss the first one. So he'll still be stuck at the 43-point mark. And he'll hit the second one, though, so that's 44 for him. He is still above that average for the conference finals. 42 points. I mean, it's a 20-point lead. Bane, he'll shoot the three, and that is in and out. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 15 on the shot clock. And by the way, when the time this game comes out, as you see Giannis with the box slam dunk there, that's 46 for him. 24 mid-range points, and the lead is up to 22, their largest lead. When this video comes out, this will be the day after Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I hope you guys, if you guys are watching it, let me know what you guys think about that first game. You see Desmond Bane for 3. That's 23 for him. Very modest 23, or very quiet 23 for him because of how the deficit is. They're within 19, 14 on the shot clock right now. Feeds it back over to Anthony. He'll shoot the 3 off the back iron. Desmond Bane coming down with the rebound. Across to the half-court line. Desmond Bane still holding on to that one. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 5 for Anthony Black. That's back-to-back threes for the Magic on back-to-back trips down the court. They're within 16 here. 3:15 to play in the third. Miles Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis coming around. He'll put the bucket up. That's good. That's 48 for him. Miles Turner is the only other player in double figures for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bane will shoot the 3. That is no good. Miles Turner coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma is trying to drive it. He won't. He'll feed it over to Antetokounmpo. Back over to Cole Anthony. 10 on the shot clock. The Torian Prince here. 7 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo for 3. No good. Carter Jr. coming down with the rebound. Anthony Black finds it over to Desmond Bane. Back over to Franz Wagner. Feeds it over to Anthony Black. 15 on the shot clock. Boncaro with it. And that's going to be an illegal screen against Wendell Carter Jr. That's number 1 for him as far as fouls go. Giannis is going to go to the bench here. Gary Trent Jr., Portis Jr. checking into the game. Torian Prince moving to small forward. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, or for the Orlando Magic, as I say, we have a timeout called anyway by Milwaukee. We're going to take another one as well. 2:12 to play in the third. 88-70, Milwaukee on top. Coming out of timeout here, let's look at the lineup set now. We've got Rollins, Porter Jr., Trent Jr., Portis Jr. And that is it for Milwaukee, or for any lineup change coming out of that timeout is see Trent Jr. Over to Ryan Rollins. Back over to Trent Jr., Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins. 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Rollins. 4 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Trent Jr. There's a 3 by Turner. That's in there. Miles Turner with 13 points, and the lead is up to 21. The largest of the lead was 22. Tyus Jones. Feeds it back over to Goga Bitadze. No, wait a minute. That was Anthony Black. Now it's Goga Bitadze with it. Over to Tyus Jones. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's his first points of the game. 91-73. The lead is down to 18. Ryan Rollins holding on to it right now. 13 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Bobby Portis Jr. 8 on the shot clock. Portis Jr. coming around. Bucket is good. That's 10 for him. Lead up to 20 again here. 1 minute to play in the third. Boncaro coming around, and oh, look at that. Turner gets a piece of it. And he holds on to that one right now. Over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. Oh, who was it? I think that was Franz Wagner got a piece of it. Black, he'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 8 for Anthony Black. 5 of 14 for the Bucks from beyond the arc. 9 of 15 for the Magic. Kevin Porter Jr. I believe that's his first 2 points of the game, and the lead is down to 19 again, up to 19 again. 22-point lead was the largest for the Bucks, as I mentioned. Boncaro over to Bitadze, and Bitadze will get the slam dunk. 6 for him. Shot clock turned off. 17-point lead. They're still holding on to it right now. We got 10 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Turner. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the three. Miles Turner. That's 16 for him, and that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter here. It's all Milwaukee. They're leading it 98-78. Like this video, comment on this video, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back to start the fourth quarter right after this. We're not even going to get to the State Farm assist of the game. We're just going straight into the fourth quarter. As you see, Suggs, Bane, Wagner, Black, and Jonathan Isaac checking into the game for the first time. And let's look at them and see how the Milwaukee lineup is. As we see Jalen Suggs, he's holding on to that one right now. 4 on the shot clock. He needs to get a shot up, and he will get the bucket. That's no good. Gets his offensive rebound back over to Jonathan Isaac. 8 on the shot clock. Isaac feeds it over to Wagner. Back over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. 26 for Desmond Bane. And they need a few more of that from everybody, with a few stops as well. Antetokounmpo coming around, and he will miss that one. Jonathan Isaac coming down with the rebound, so he'll get some stats. Anthony Black coming around, feeds it over to Bane. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Ryan Rollins across to the half-court line. And that is stolen by Jonathan Isaac over to Anthony Black. Black coming around, feeds it over to Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner! He'll get points off the bench. 5 quick points in about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter, and a lead down to 15 for Milwaukee. Giannis trying to drive it through. He'll put it up. That's no good. Mo Wagner coming down with the rebound. Over to Anthony Black. Over to Suggs. He'll shoot the three. He'll drain the three. That's 10 for Jalen Suggs. It's an 8-0 run to start the quarter for the Magic, and they're within 12. We're under 10 minutes to play here in the fourth. 98-86 Milwaukee on top here in Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Magic lead the series 2-1. They want to come back and try to win this game and maybe have a clinching opportunity in Milwaukee. Gary Trent Jr., he'll miss that one. Isaac coming down with the rebound. Jalen Suggs still holding on to it. 15 on the shot clock. Suggs, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. We got Ryan Rollins across to the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. feeds it over to Giannis. Back over to Gary Trent Jr. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Giannis. And Giannis will have the slam dunk. That's 50 for him. Gary Trent Jr. getting the assist there, and the lead is up to 14 again. Giannis is exactly half the points. Jonathan Isaac, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Antetokounmpo coming down with it right there. That's 16 on the shot clock right now, Giannis. And he will lose it as Isaac will come down, officially getting credit with the theft. Desmond Bane. So we got 8.5 to play here in the fourth. Jalen Suggs coming around, 9 on the shot clock. Suggs, he'll put the bucket up. That's good. That's 12 for Jalen Suggs. Points off of turnovers. 9 for the Magic, 5 for the Bucks. And the lead down to 12 once again. Gary Trent Jr. will shoot the three. That's no good. Jonathan Isaac with the rebound. Jalen Suggs has it. Under 8 to play here in the fourth. Suggs still holding on to it. Feeds it back over to Bane. Back over to Jonathan Isaac. He's going to come inside. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Bane will shoot the three. He'll drain the three. 29 for Desmond Bane. And just like that, the Magic are within single digits. 191. Hear the crowd coming alive here in Orlando. 7.5 to play in the fourth. Giannis feeds it back over to Bobby Portis Jr. Portis Jr. coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. That's 12 for him. Bucks shooting 60%. The Magic 49% right now. I imagine those shooting percentages have gone up. He's back over to Jonathan Isaac. Isaac back to Bane. Bane with the layup. That's good. That's 31 for him. Desmond Bane coming alive. Could it be at the right time, or is it still too little too late for the Magic? Magic within 9. Rollins still holding on to it right now. At the Kia Center. Rollins feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. 6 on the shot clock. Trent Jr. He'll put the shot up. That is off the back iron. Mo Wagner coming down with the rebound over to Anthony Black. Black feeds it over to Jalen Suggs. Suggs back over to Jonathan Isaac. Back over to Desmond Bane. 14 on the shot clock. Bane feeds it back over to Jalen Suggs. We got 5 on the shot clock. Suggs, 4 on the shot clock. He's still holding on to it. Suggs will shoot the bucket. That's no good. Antetokounmpo coming down with the rebound. As we're now halfway through the fourth quarter here. 102-93, Milwaukee on top. Giannis coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. That's 52 for him. He has been a force to reckon with in this series. Suggs will shoot the 3. That's no good. Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. He's been a force to reckon with the entire postseason, though. There's a reason why the Bucks actually had 8-game winning streak prior to going into the series. Porter Jr. feeds it back to Giannis, and Giannis, that's 54 for him. And the lead is up to 13. Desmond Bane. 5:10 to play here in the fourth. 106-93. Over to Bane, back over to Jonathan Isaac, back to Suggs. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Bobby Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. It was a 20-point lead going into the fourth quarter. They got it. The Magic got it to within 9 quite a few times, but they haven't been closer since. Antetokounmpo needs to get the shot up. He will put the shot up. That's no good. Suggs coming down with the rebound. Suggs still holding on to that one right now. Feeds it back over to Anthony Black. Under 4.5 to play here in the fourth. 106-93. Mo Wagner feeds it back over to Bane. Oh, he almost gave that up. Suggs will shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. That's 15 for Jalen Suggs. Orlando within 10 again. Trent Jr., that's a bucket is good. That's 8 for him. 47-78 for the Bucks. 39 of 81 for the Magic. Under 4 to play here. 108-96. Bane will shoot the 3. That's no good. Bobby Portis Jr. coming down with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Over to Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. He'll put the shot up. That's good. Kevin Porter Jr. 4 points for him. Over to Jalen Suggs. Back over to Jonathan Isaac. To Desmond Bane. Bane coming around. Feeds it over to Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner! Wow, look at that. 4 for him. And it's back to a 12-point game again. Giannis coming around. Feeds it back over to Portis Jr. Back over to Porter Jr. Got 10 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. for 3. That's 7 for Kevin Porter Jr. And the lead is up to 15. Timeout Magic. 2:48 to play in the fourth. 113-98 Milwaukee on top. Coming out of the timeout here. Let's see. Antetokounmpo staying in with Anthony, Prince, Kuzma, and Turner. There's a lineup there. And for the Magic, we got Suggs, Bane, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., and Mo Wagner still out there as well, I think. Banchero, he'll shoot the 3. That is good. Paolo Banchero with 19. And the lead down to 12 again. 2.5 to play here in the fourth. Giannis has 54 points, leading the way for everybody. 13 on the shot clock. 10 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Turner feeds it back over to Anthony. He'll shoot the 3. He'll drain the 3. Cole Anthony, that's 11 for him. Lead is up to 15 as we're heading down to the final 1:20 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Carter Jr., he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Kuzma crossing the half-court line over to Giannis. As I said, he has 54 points in this game. Giannis feeds it over to Turner. He thought about taking a shot, and he didn't. He'll feed it over to Prince. Taurean Prince for three, and now every starter has scored for Milwaukee. And the lead is up to 18 again. Minute and a half to play here in the fourth. It looks like we might have an even series going back to Milwaukee. Bane will shoot the three. That's 34 for him. He did come alive in the second half, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to be too little too late for the Orlando Magic in this game number 4. Kuzma. That shot is no good. Bane coming down with the rebound. Well, for the Magic, bad news is you're going to lose this game. However, it will not be the last time the fans here at the Kia Center will see their Magic, as it is going to guarantee a Game 6, which will be in Milwaukee. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Miles Turner. Antetokounmpo coming around. Feeds it over to Miles Turner. He'll get the slam dunk there. That's 18 for Miles Turner. This has been a collective effort by this team, even though, yes, Giannis scored the vast majority of the points for the... As you see, Carter Jr., I believe he's at 10. I want to get the official stats, by the way, because there was one where I thought it was either Jalen Suggs or Wendell Carter or Boncaro, because they actually had the... That's 56, by the way, for the Greek Freak. And let's see here. Are they going to try to at least try to make this respectable? I don't know. Yeah, Suggs will make that attempt. That's no good. Kuzma coming out of the rebound. They don't even have to cross the half-court line, but they do anyway. Dominant effort by the Milwaukee Bucks behind a 56-point effort by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we will have an even series going back to Milwaukee, and it guarantees also a Game 6 in this Eastern Conference Finals. The road team has won every game. The Milwaukee Bucks will come out winning 123-106. We're going to see the player of the game, and then, of course, we're going to see the official post-game player statistics right after this. Anybody really surprised that Giannis won the player of the game? Time for the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. We started off, of course, with the home team. We have Desmond Bane for the Magic, 34 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Paolo Boncaro, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Jalen Suggs, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, followed by Wendell Carter Jr. with 10 points and 6 rebounds. Anthony Black, 8 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Franz Wagner with 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. And then we have Goga Bidaze, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Mo Wagner with 4 points, 3 rebounds, followed by Tyus Jones with 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Jonathan Isaac had 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Noah Penda, Jet Howard, Jace Richardson, and Tristan Da Silva, who started the first 3 games of the series for the Magic, did not play for the Orlando Magic. And now for the victorious Milwaukee Bucks, led by another big game by Giannis Antetokounmpo. We had 51 points in Game 3. He had 56 in Game 4. He must really love Florida right now. 56 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. Miles Turner with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. Bobby Portis Jr. with 12 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. Followed by Cole Anthony with 11 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Gary Trent Jr. with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Kevin Porter Jr. 7 points, 3 rebounds. Kyle Kuzma with 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Taurean Prince with 3 points, 3 points and 2 assists. Ryan Rollins 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. And then we have Tyler Smith with 1 rebound. Chris Livingston, no stats in 2 minutes of play. Jericho Sims, also no stats in 2 minutes of play. Andre Jackson Jr., AJ Green, and Amir Coffey did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And that will do it for your post-game player statistics. Conference here as we have game 4 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs. I am very aware that these two teams did play in real life, and I know for a fact the Spurs won that series, and they will either be up 1-0 or down 0-1 to the New York Knicks by the time this game 4 video will be up. And by the way, when that game 4 video does come up, it will be within a few hours until game 2 of the actual NBA Finals. But in this series, it is 2-1, Oklahoma City on top, actually mirroring the actual Western Conference Finals as the Spurs took game 1 and then the Thunder won games 2 and 3. Now, we'll still continue to mirror that series and the Spurs even the series, or will Oklahoma City go up 3-1 and defy that trend? Well, we'll find out. Game 4, Thunder and the Spurs coming up on the next video. Be there or be squared. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button, comment on this video, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet, as well as hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And also, if you're able to support me financially, it is not required, but it is appreciated if you're able to donate to my Cash App. There is a link in the description below to my Cash App, as well as where you can follow me on X and Instagram. And that will do it for this video here. Reminding you guys the final score of the game. The Milwaukee Bucks, behind a 56-point effort by Giannis Antetokounmpo, go and have their way against the Orlando Magic, winning 123-106. Guaranteeing the first game 6 in the conference finals. That series is tied at 2 apiece. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.